Okay, ladies and gents, boys and girls, happy Thursday. Thursday, March the 24th, 2022. Appreciate you all tuning in. I'm Chris Phillips, your host, the Daily Crow of the Spurs Up Show. As always, we got a lot to get into. It is game day. South Carolina beginning a three-game set tonight at Founders Park against the Vanderbilt Commodores. We've got that. Also, I believe today will finally be the day that Lamont Paris, his contract should be approved today. So, again, we've got that, much more, guys. Again, I want to hear from you, taking your questions, comments, calls, 843-790-3377. That is 843-790-3377. I see Travis Lee, John, Brennan M., Connor Lee, Phil Harris. What's going on? Justin Gant, appreciate you tuning in. The Fire Kingston posts already coming out, starting out hot, Justin. Appreciate you, my guy. We just can't get away from it. Let's see. Also, guys, if you're in the Big Cock Club Discord, head over to the TDC Questions channel. The TDC Questions channel, be sure that your questions are answered. I do want to give a quick shout-out to the folks at Home Field Apparel, rocking the Home Field Apparel today. Obviously, we partnered up with them when they did their South Carolina drop. Really high-quality stuff. So, again, be sure to check that out. Again, guys, got a lot to get into. I do want to hear from you, 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377. Again, it is game day, South Carolina Vandy. But again, really, this is about you guys. I want to take your questions, your comments, and your calls here on this Thursday. Podcast did drop this morning, episode 625, talking everything with this series against Vanderbilt. And also, I gave sort of my brief thoughts on Lamont Paris. Once he's actually officially announced, I'll probably continue to dive into this. I don't know that I'm going to do one big show on Lamont Paris. I might. I don't know. But we're going to continue to dive into him, sort of his background and what he means for South Carolina basketball and what type of impact he can have. Also, in big basketball news yesterday, Eric Stevenson has officially hit the transfer portal, which I'm not shocked about. I'm not shocked. I mean, listen, he came here. He came here to play for Frank Martin. He did so. Frank Martin is no longer here. And, I mean, this guy has obviously shown in his career, he's about to go to his fourth school in 5 years. He's obviously shown that he has no issues with transferring. He has no issues with starting anew at a different school. So, again, shooter shoot, Mr. Shooter shoot. You wish Stevie the best of luck, and it's a shame that he's gone. But, it is what it is. So, it's just bound to happen, guys. The transfer portal is a real thing. Connor Lee asks, how was Tin Roof last night? Tin Roof was a lot of fun. Again, appreciate those who came out. We had a blast. Tin Roof is always a really good time. So, again, thank you to those who came out. And like I said, guys, really exciting day today because we don't have to wait till tomorrow for baseball. The series starts tonight at Founders Park. South Carolina Vandy in a 3-game set, of course. 8 o'clock first pitch tonight. So, it's going to be a late one tonight at Founders Park. I will tell you guys this as well. Of course, with the series starting today, tomorrow's podcast is not going to be your normal, I think normally what we're probably going to do when there's no basketball, obviously, we're probably going to do our series preview show Thursday and then prediction show on Friday for baseball. But since the series is starting tonight, obviously, we're not doing that. Here, let's start with the phone lines. I'll get to that more in just a second.
Phil Harris.
Phil, what's up, man? How are you?
Pretty good, my brother. How you doing?
I'm doing well, man. Appreciate you asking. What's going on?
Just riding around in the rain up here. It is 43 degrees in the great state of New Hampshire right now.
Love it. Yeah, it'll be, I think it's like a high of 67 today. It'll be like 60 at first pitch. So it's actually going to be pretty nice tonight. I'll take that.
Not too bad. Not too bad at all, man. I'd love to have that all summer. If Columbia had that type of weather all summer, I don't think I would have ever left. But, that's just not the case.
Yeah.
But, I wanted to get, it's always fun to laugh at ourselves to a certain extent as Carolina fans. So I got a joke for you.
Okay.
All right. So you got an old light bulb, right? Carolina baseball wants to change it. So what are they going to do?
What are they going to do, Phil? I don't know.
They're going to do nothing. They're just going to talk about the old one.
Yeah.
So, that's kind of the state of Carolina baseball right now. Is it's more like the History Channel that we can talk about as back-to-back champions. And obviously before that, just, amazing accomplishments for Carolina baseball. And what's weird is, like, Carolina baseball has always been there. for folks our age, that if football was having a bad season, and of course men's basketball always pretty much has a bad season, we could always look to baseball to fill our spirits up and say, well, this is our program right here, with a winning tradition that we can expect good things from every year. And it's not been fantastic the past couple years, and since Ray left. Mm-hmm. And by the way, for the people that hate Ray as the AD, like, I kind of get it, but what you're glossing over is the Shane Beamer hire. Mm-hmm. Is he bad always at hiring head coaches at sports that we care about, or does Shane Beamer not exist? Like, that's one thing that I can't quite wrap my brain around. But at the same time, like, you have to separate Ray Tanner's legacy as the only coach in men's sports that we care about at Carolina to deliver a national championship, not once, but twice. And by the way, they were back to back. Yeah. So that will never, ever, ever fade. I don't care if he shows up to work one day and fires all, university head coaches for no reason whatsoever. He is still the greatest coach in all major sports at this university has ever seen, point blank, period. So until Don Staley reaches the heights of Ray Tanner level, we can still firmly say that. The issue is, the AD performance has not been fantastic. But here's the thing is, like, people just want to cry out into the sky and say, oh, he's such a terrible AD, when most of these people have no idea what he does on a daily basis, right? Like, that's just kind of the thing. Like, people love to bitch. If there's problems, you just point to the AD and say, there's the issue right there. Get this asshole out of here. But that's not always the case. I don't think this I haven't been on since the hire for basketball. I don't think this debacle is Ray Tanner's not to blame for this. I think Courtney Washington was talking about the leaks that were taking place were by the agents of these coaches to kind of throw us off and ultimately not get our man. Man, if we're asking somebody to take a $2 million raise compared to what Xavier is offering them, like, it's not on us that he didn't come here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wanted him in regards to Mike, but ultimately, if we're paying this dude, if we're saying that we're going to give him $2 million more than what Xavier's offering, and for whatever reason he fucks off to Ohio, by the way, that's where Xavier is. A lot of people don't even know that. I mean, that's the kind of difference that you're talking about here with the two programs. I understand it's probably easier for them to get into the NCAA tournament or whatever with the conference that they're in, but I mean, if you offer the guy $2 million and he just says, no, I'm going to go take less money, that's not on us. Yeah. Period. Point blank.
Yeah, not much you can do about that situation. There's not a whole lot you can do about that
For
situation.
Sure.
So.
Yeah. And with regard to Frank, I said this earlier. It sucks that he's gone. Loved the guy, but it was time. It's just kind of a debacle what happened after that, and it reminds me of the Muschamp situation where Spurrier walked out on us, and the best that we could do was Will Muschamp, and it turned out terribly. I hope that's not the case. I hope I'm not saying throughout next season and onward, Lamont, you big dummy, to Lamont Harris going forward. So we'll see what happens. It's not a great time to be a Gamecock, but, I mean, hell, throughout most of our athletic history, it's not been a great time to be a Gamecock. So for the people that continue to roll with us, massive respect. I'm wearing my Carolina hockey jersey right now. They
Love
just
that.
finished fourth in the club championships up there in Pennsylvania. So props to them. Didn't take home a bronze medal, but they still finished fourth in national. So that's really impressive. Yeah. Happy for them. And go Cox.
Appreciate it, Phil. Great stuff. Yeah, great stuff as always from Phil Harris. I will tell you this. Speaking to all of Phil's points and just talking about the entire state of Gamecocks athletics, I will say this, that the last time we were great, I was in college, obviously, but 2010 to 2013, like that run, I speak for myself. I don't know about you all, but 2010 to 2013, I took it for granted. I really did. I took for granted how good we were. I took for granted how great of a state our athletics department was in with – I know men's basketball was still having its struggles, but you guys remember 2010? Remember beating the number one team in the country in all three major sports? Remember football winning 11 games 3 straight years in a row. Remember baseball going back-to-back national championships and going to Omaha for a third straight. I took it for granted. I did. I thought, you know what? We're going to be great forever, right? This is the new norm at South Carolina. And things are only mistakes if you don't learn from them. And I learned my lesson. And it's this. The next time we run across, whether it be next year, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years from now, the next time we run across a great run in athletics, I will not take it for granted. I will have the self-awareness to realize we are in the good old days. These are the good old days. You know, don't miss them while you're in them. So I wish, looking back, I was a dumb kid, 2021. Oh, we're just good. Who cares? Like, we're just going to crush everybody. Spurrier's going to coach here forever. We're never going to lose to Clemson again. I will not make that mistake again, man. I will savor and enjoy every single moment the next time we have a run. I don't know when it's going to come. I don't know when it's going to happen, but I will savor every single moment of it, because now we sit here and damn near a decade later looking back, wondering, like, when are we ever going to feel that good again? I will not make that mistake again for sure. Guys, 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377. I believe we have a text here. Let's jump to the text line. Hey, Chris, hope I can get reception here. It's game day. Got the fifth wheel at Lake Russell along with the bass boat. Going to drink a beer, catch a fish, and listen to the Daily Crow. Life is good. Travis Allen. Travis, sounds like you're living the dream, my brother. Sounds like you are living the dream, Travis. Wesley Newmar, what's going on? Appreciate you tuning in. Brandon Wagner says, I took it for granted also. That was the greatest generation of Gamecocks. I mean, really, you think about it, man. Think about it. Think about it. 2010, beat number 1 Kentucky in basketball, beat number 1 Alabama in football, and beat number 1 Arizona State in Omaha in baseball. Like, what a time, dude. What a time. Cyrus Lowry, I will be at all 3 games this weekend. So, yes, if you're at Founders Park tonight, I'll see you there. Again, 8 o'clock first pitch tonight at Founders. Lance Player says, hell, I missed the tailgates from this past season. What a time. Can't wait for the 2022 tailgate season. Yeah. And I'll tell you this, man, because somebody was asking me about it on social media last night. I mean, I don't want to do it. I don't want this to be the case. But, I mean, I tell you, man, if baseball continues the way it is going, I mean, I might just have to consider saying screw it and throwing a tailgate the day of the spring game. I mean, baseball plays at 1 o'clock, right? But God, I mean, if we're 5 and 15 in conference, I mean, it's like, would I rather go sit through it at Founders Park or give the people what they want and throw a tailgate for the spring game? I mean, I don't know, man. It's like at some point you got to give the people what they want. And I don't know. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. We will cross that bridge when we get to it for sure. Again, guys, 843-790-3377. I'd love to hear from you. Again, Lamont Paris, I would assume, is getting announced any moment now. And I'll tell you this, I just saw a tweet from Hale McGranahan. He's firing up the NCAA football video game. I normally wait till off season, man. I normally wait till summer, but I tell you, I'm tempted to start doing it now, the NCAA football content. That content's fun. Man. I'm fine. Dude, people love, and I love making it. That's some of the most fun content I get to make. Travis Lee, I did not hear the JoJo English interview. A lot of people ask me. I did not hear it. No, I did not hear that interview. I'll be honest with you guys. I don't really listen to 107.5 The Game anymore. I mean, back before I lived in Columbia and wasn't making content to the point that I'm making it now, obviously doing it full time, I would consume a lot more content. I mean, now, man, it's just, guys, I'll be honest with you. And that doesn't mean I don't stop and like pay attention, because obviously, again, there's a lot of valuable content out there. But like, I don't listen to 107.5 The Game anymore. I just simply don't have time. You know what I mean? I just simply don't have time. So Yeah, I heard apparently the JoJo English interview was pretty interesting. Somebody texted in, am I the only one salivating to see Spencer Rattler and a Gamecock uni throwing the rock? I don't think you are, my guy. I don't think you are. I think many of us are. Mr. Boogie says, does Kingston survive the season if it keeps going the way it is? Mr. Boogie, if the season keeps going the way it is, which is not positively, which is probably not going to end up in a postseason, no, I don't think Kingston survives it. I don't think Kingston survives if we don't make the postseason. I just don't, man. And because I tell you this, I mean, I've spoken on it. Others have spoken on it. So let's just address the elephant in the room. This weekend is massively important, right? I know many people are looking at the Vanderbilt series, and I don't even blame you. Just mailing it in. Oh, it's a sweep. South Carolina has to win a game. They have to. You cannot afford to start 0-6 in SEC play. Because right now, I think it's to the point where it's Mark Kingston's got to somehow try to win back this fan base. He's got to somehow try to win back alumni. He's got to try to win back everyone. I don't know that there are many folks right now outside of the Kingston circle that are in his corner. And I'm speaking on former players that played as recently as last year. So I don't know what he can do at this point. Outside of just purely win baseball games, I don't know what Mark Kingston can do at this point to win people back. Because again, guys, it's like every day there's a new former player or someone involved with Gamecocks baseball. There's a new person every single day saying something damning about Mark Kingston. I can honestly say, guys, I don't think I've ever gotten a text or a DM telling me how great of a coach he is. Ever. But I've gotten plenty. I mean, the number is in double digits of former players that have told me what a slapdick he is. So outside of purely winning, I don't know what Kingston can do to get people back. I really don't. I don't know what he can do. I don't know what he can do. There are not many folks in his corner right now. Yeah, Elizabeth Ballard, I saw Skyland's post, and again, a lot of what he's referencing are conversations we've had. So trust me, I obviously I will not put names out there, but guys, I can tell you some people that you know, that you're very familiar with. Yeah, I've had plenty of these conversations off the record, man. We've had plenty of conversations off the record. Yeah, people are talking. Make no mistake, people are talking. The most legendary Gamecocks ever put on the uniform are talking. Colin Floyd, is there a scenario in which Kingston does not make it the whole season? I don't think so. I just it's not common practice to see baseball coaches fired midseason. I don't know what it really does for you to do so. So I'm going to say no. I mean, again, you never know, I guess, but I'll say no. Let's see. Got a text here. A couple texts rolling in. Somebody says, I feel the same way about 2010 to 2013. I was 15 to 18 years older in that time. I was young and just assumed Gamecocks athletics were on an upward trajectory and couldn't be stopped. Felt like Spurrier would be here for 10 more years and baseball would just keep winning championships with Chad Holbrook. Wish I would have just savored those times more than I did. Kind of rushed through those years, looking forward to the next year. Then it was 2015 and it all went to crap. Gamecocks athletics, other than the men's Final Four run, and women's basketball hasn't felt the same. 2015 or 2021, hoping the rest of the 2020s are good to us. Yeah. Yep. I mean, it's crazy, man. Just don't let the good old days pass you by looking ahead. Savor the present moment. Colby Parker says, I don't think Kingston survives this weekend. Dre, no. The public, I'm assuming you're talking football. No, they don't. Open practices and open scrimmages are a thing of the past, my friend. That doesn't happen anymore. Coaches are so anal. That's a thing of the past, man. You get to see the spring game, and that's it. Courtney Washington, I think he needs another year with the changes from the offseason made to the coaching staff. Courtney, I respectfully will tell you this. I know, Courtney, you're very well versed in basketball. I will respectfully disagree with you. I will respectfully disagree with you. Let me just put it that way. There's a set standard and expectation here, Courtney. This ain't Carolina basketball. You don't get 10 years to figure it out. So you don't get 10 years to figure it out. You don't. So again, I don't know what Kingston can do other than win. I don't know what he can do. Because again, it's in the double digits of guys I've talked to that played at Carolina that are out on this guy. I mean, completely out. So we'll see. Again, this is a huge weekend. I mean, this is I know we're playing the 4th-ranked Vanderbilt Commodores, and they're filthy. I mean, they got studs all over the field. It's just like Tennessee all over again. I mean, in regards to the competition, you know, it's just like Tennessee all over again. But you got to find a way to win a game. And like I said on the podcast a couple of days ago, and I know somebody on Instagram cited this comment, I think, but to me, it really tells you the state that the program is in when you're going into a weekend series, an SEC series on your home field, and you're saying to yourself, God, I hope we can just salvage a game. That should never be the mindset at Carolina. That should never be the mindset for South Carolina baseball, ever. You come to our home field and play us, it should be a damn battle for 3 straight games. We should feel uber confident, extremely confident that we're going to take 2 of 3. It should never be the mindset of, oh, well, I just hope we can just salvage a game on our home field. I think that tells you a lot about the state of the program. I think it does. And that's a sad state of affairs. That's sad. And it's unacceptable, flat out. It's just unacceptable. I don't give a damn how good Vandy is. I don't give a damn how good Vanderbilt is. That should never be the mindset. So, and again, it just speaks to where you are right now. Again, guys, 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377. Taking your questions, comments, calls as well. My brother, smoke a dart. Yeah, why not? Let's just smoke a dart. Colin Floyd, what would be 3 to 5 keys? See, Colin, there's a reason I don't list keys to the game for baseball or keys of the weekend. Because to me, the keys in baseball, they don't really change. Pitch the baseball well, play defense, timely hitting, situational hitting. Like, those things are consistent, right? Those things are very consistent. I mean, the key to the weekend is swing the damn bats. That's the key. Swing the bats. We got to hit. We've got to hit. That's the key. Pitching will give us a chance. Pitching will give us a chance. Why can't we go through a 5 spot up in the first inning? Like, why not? You know? Why can't we? I know, again, I know hitting a baseball is not easy. I know. I know. I know for a fact it's not easy. But damn, son. You're at Carolina. You can't hit a baseball? Again, guys, as I told you, South kind of misses the postseason. Kingston won't survive it. I'm very confident in saying that. I'm very confident in saying that. Luke RJ says, are players not swinging at good pitches, or are we just not making solid contact, or both? I just think right now, Luke RJ, it's a mental thing. I think we are just – I think there's a complete lack of confidence. I think we're overthinking. I think, we're just so far into our own heads. We're letting pitchers dictate every single at bat. I feel like we're not going up there with a plan. And Panic Ritter, I love Panic Ritter's commentary. He says, why can't we just bench the guys who can't hit? Well, Panic Ritter, you want to bench every single one of them? Nobody's hitting. Who do you want to bench? Start there. Who do you want to bench, Ritter? I mean, at some point, Ritter, you got to roll with your best 9. You have to. What choice do you have? I see your comments about fire this guy, fire that guy, fire Ray Tanner, fire Kingston, fire this. And I know people look at me as, I guess I got kind of, I don't want to say my start, but, Fire Muschamp. I was known as Fire Muschamp for quite a while. Like, I don't want to be the coach. Like, it is exhausting. It's exhausting. And it's a damn sad state of affairs when it comes to South Carolina athletics, that we're just having to fire everyone. We're having to fire everyone. Hell, Beamer and Dawn are the only coaches who are safe. Everybody else can get fired. Our AD can get fired. Our president just got fired or stepped down, whatever. Like, bro, God, it's exhausting to just fire everybody. Does anybody else get exhausted with it? Am I the only one? I just want to go watch a ball game. God, we got to fire everybody. I'm not even saying you're wrong. I'm just saying it's exhausting. That's all I'm saying. Like, do the higher-ups at USC, Ray Tanner, the board of trustees, all the adults in the room, do they look at the state of affairs with South Carolina athletics and say, we're at a good spot? Things are going well. Do they really say that? I mean, listen, is it all just about the Gamecock Club and the money and the ticket sales and the concessions? Because I'll tell you this, man. Maybe I won't. I'm going to keep that to myself. But do you really look at the state of the athletics department, your 3 revenue-generating sports, your big 3, no disrespect to women's basketball, but your big 3, do you look and say, things are going well? There's just no way you can sit there and say that. I mean, it's exhausting, man. Like, you know what I mean? It is exhausting. I understand what has to be done, but it does get exhausting. Like, I'd love to be talking about the actual series. You know what I mean? I guess I control it, so I can change the conversation. But I'm just saying, like, it's a damn shame that going into the second SEC weekend, our fans aren't saying, breaking things down and looking at this and talking about that. All we're talking about is firing the coach. That's all we're talking about. That's all we're talking about. Again, I'm not even blaming you, but I'm just like, God, like, it's just an unfortunate state we are in right now. It's unfortunate. And I'll tell you this, it's bad for fucking business.
Call from.
Excuse my language. Robbie, what's up, man? How are you?
Well, aside from all the pollen being in the air and stuffing my nose like a daggum turkey on Thanksgiving, I'm doing pretty good.
Love to hear it.
But I was calling to give you my prediction for this weekend, and I'm going to tell you right now, it ain't going to be good.
Go ahead.
I got us losing 2 out of 3.
Losing 2 out of 3. All right. You and me both.
I got us winning Friday and losing Saturday and Sunday.
Well, Robbie, we play tonight, tomorrow, and Saturday. First off.
Oh, okay. Never scratch that. I got us winning tonight and losing Friday and Saturday. I forgot that the series started today.
Yeah.
My bad.
Tonight at 8:00. It's actually on ESPN too. So if you got ESPN, you better watch it. It's on
It's
the big.
actually on TV.
It's on TV. Yeah.
Right on, dude. Right on. I'll watch. Hopefully, we can pull a miracle out of our butt and win tonight. Who knows? We might pull a miracle out of our butt twice and win 2 in a row. Who knows? But I just feel like at this point, I don't see us beating Vanderbilt too, winning 2 against Vanderbilt, because I feel like Vanderbilt is one of them schools where, like, for the last several years they've been pretty darn good at baseball.
Right.
Even though, yes, they have not won, but they've been consistent. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, Vandy's been one of the best programs of the last decade.
Yeah. And I agree. And also, I wanted to tell you a funny story my aunt told me last week when I was in Columbia real quick. So I asked my aunt told me that my cousin, Grace, whose birthday was last week, that's why I was at Tin Roof last week, or 2 weeks ago. She said that my cousin is planning on going to South Carolina. I said, well, what if she applies to Clemson? And she goes, well, no, she's just going to apply to Clemson just so she can say no. And I was like, really? You're going to let her apply to Clemson just so she can say no? Why go through the trouble of applying to Clemson whenever you don't want to go there anyway? And then she was like, because she wants to apply just so she can say no, just so she can get in, and then just all of a sudden just go nope. And I was like, well, okay. And I told my aunt, I said, if I have a child and they tell me they want to go to Clemson, I'm like, well, you better talk to your Uncle Leon, because I ain't paying for it, or you better get a lot of aid from the school, because I ain't gonna pay for it. That's how much I have disdain for Clemson. I won't do it. But I have us winning tonight 4-2, and then I have us losing 5-3 tomorrow, and then losing 5-2 on Saturday.
Gotcha. Fair enough.
I hope I'm wrong. Like I always say, I hope I'm wrong, but I don't see it going well.
Yeah, Vandy's a good team, so you got to at least win one. Again, it's a sad state of affairs you're in, but you got to win at least one. That's that's a given. You can't afford to start 0-6 in SEC play. You just can't do it.
Right, and it's like I said the other day, like in any sport, you're going to be in slumps, and right now our baseball team is in a major slump, and at some point, we don't know when, but at some point we're going to get out of it.
You think so, Robbie?
I think so. I think we can. I think we could.
Right. I hope you're right, man.
I'm not.
I hope you're right. I really do.
I hope I'm right too, but I don't know. I have a feeling, you know. If they have to, they're going to have a players-only meeting, because this is ridiculous.
I hope you're right, man.
It's
like I
to
said,
the
I'm to the point where I'm just, you know what? This is my mindset. I'm detaching myself from the result, and I'm just going to enjoy going to the baseball field tonight. I will not allow South Carolina to hurt me.
I love your idea.
I'm not going to blow a gasket like I did after Tuesday night the rest of the season. Because my expectations are going to be, I just want to show up, watch baseball. If we win, awesome. And I will save blowing the gaskets. I will save blowing the gaskets for after the season.
Right. Same if I wind up going on my birthday. I'm gonna just go there and enjoy it. because it's my birthday. And like
It's your
I
birthday.
said, a lot of times you don't get to go watch your favorite school or your favorite team play on your birthday.
Right.
And thankfully, my birthday's during college baseball season. So if I ever get the chance, I'm gonna try to go. So I'll try. I'll definitely. If I find out anything, which I told my mom this the other day, I really want to go to the game. Like, this is all I want for my birthday. Like this, tickets to the game and enjoying our team. That's it. That's all I want. I don't want nothing else. I don't want no cards. I don't want no nothing. I don't want no money. Nothing.
Yeah.
And then, of course, I will let you know the closer it gets.
Mm. Sounds good, man. It'll be a fun night either way. So
Have fun tonight. Don't do nothing too crazy. It's dumb stuff to me, and I hope everyone in the live chat has a great weekend, regardless of the results this weekend. Try and stay dry because it's raining and all. It's supposed to be raining all weekend, so it's probably gonna suck.
Mm.
But you have a great rest of your day, okay? And
Yeah,
go
man.
Gamecocks, doggone it. Go
Yeah.
Gamecocks.
I appreciate it, Robbie. Hey, take care, my guy. We'll talk soon. Great stuff from Robbie Davis, 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377. Lamont Paris, his contract has been approved. 5 years, $2.2 million. And the contract is set to rise by $100,000 each year. So in case you were wondering how much Lamont Paris will be making to be Gamecocks head basketball coach, there you go. A 5-year deal for Lamont Paris. So. Let's see. 21 years ago today was the Randy Johnson bird fiasco. Hitting the bird or whatever. Crazy. Let's see. Again, guys, want to hear from you. Questions, comments, calls. Coach Ford, can I ask you a question? Coach Ford, a serious question. I guess you're an alumni, so I guess you're stuck. But my question to you, Coach Ford, from your comments, it is very obvious that Gamecocks athletics is a negative force and a negative influence in your life. Have you ever considered not pulling for South Carolina? Like, have you ever considered, like, just giving up Gamecocks athletics? Have you? I mean, because nobody's holding a gun to your head, right? Like, you don't have to be a Gamecock fan. You don't have to watch. You don't have to cheer. You don't have to attach your happiness to South Carolina athletics. You don't have to claim South Carolina. You don't have to rock South Carolina. You don't have to wear the logo. Hell, you don't have to hang the diploma in your house that I'm sure is hung up somewhere. Have you ever considered just giving it up? Have you ever considered like taking up like basket weaving or water polo or just pulling for a different team? Like, have you? I'm really just thinking about your well-being, Coach Ford, because every comment for you, I'm like, your quality of life has to be so astronomically low. So low. Again, I'm coming from a place of I just care about you and your well-being, Coach Ford. I care about you. Have you, like, again, I know you're an alum, but nobody's holding a gun to your head. You don't have to be a fan. Like, you're not, and also, Coach Ford, you're not getting paid to bitch about Carolina. So, like, have you ever thought about putting that energy into something else? Ever? I'm just saying, like, I'm just looking out for you. I just want you to be a happy human being, Coach Ford, and have a life of peace and happiness and fulfillment. There's just no way being a Gamecock fan is an enjoyable experience for you. Have you ever been happy being a Gamecock fan? Like, has there ever been a moment where you were happy? I'm just looking out for you, my guy. Listen, I love everybody's opinion, but like, I don't think I've ever seen you say anything that was worth a damn about Carolina. Ever. Ever. Carolina goes 7-6, beats UNC in the bowl game. Oh, well, UNC sucks. We're terrible. To hell with Beamer. Like, to hell was it's just like, bro, just give it up. Just nobody's holding a gun to your head. You don't have to be a Gamecock. You don't. You don't have to be a Gamecock. I would probably suggest go pulling for somebody else. Because Carolina is ruining your life. Carolina is ruining your life, Coach Ford. And I get it. It's not easy. I get it, man. But again, that's the beauty of life is you have choice. I'm not asking you to be a sarcastic dickhead, Coach Ford, because I know that's very on brand, but I'm just looking out for you as one human to another. Hey, we're not attached to South. Like we don't have to pull for Carolina. Nobody does. Nobody does. Nobody has to do anything in life. I'm just saying, man, like, it's obvious South Carolina athletics is a very negative force in your life. And if it's that much of a negative, I suggest taking up something else. I do. I'm not even saying that because I dislike your comments. I don't care. Hey, the beauty's in the banter, but I really am worried about your well-being. Like, I don't know if you need a therapist or if you need, I don't know what you need. You need a girlfriend. I don't know what you need, but there's got to be something that cheers you up in this life because Carolina sure as hell ain't it. It sure as hell ain't it. All right. Coach Ford, you know how I know business is going well and I know that I'm doing my job and I know I'm doing it at a very high level because you think I'm a homer. Other people think I'm negative Nancy. You know what? I just piss everybody off. You know what I mean? Like, so it's all good. It's all good. Bro, I'm the farthest thing from a homer or a sunshine pumper. Any of that. I'm the farthest from any of that. But God, man, like, Gamecocks athletics is just it's just a thorn in the side of Coach Ford. It's a thorn in his side, and I feel for you. Bro, if you need to get laid, just say it. You know what I mean? Just to release some of that tension, that bottled up, pent up energy you got. Bro, if you need to, we'll help you. I'll help you out. I'll help you out, my guy. Coach Ford is just the gift that keeps on giving, truly. All right, let's jump into a break. 843-790-3377. No more Coach Ford banter. We appreciate Coach Ford. Coach Ford, I'm saying all this because I care about you, my guy. I'm looking out for you. I care about you. So, like I said, if you need some sort of release, we'll help you out. You need a different team, we'll help you out. I got you. Hey, more of your questions, comments, calls, and more on the other side of the break. You're tuning in to the Daily Crow. All right, guys, we're back. 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377. Again, in case you missed it, Lamont Paris, his contract has been approved. 5 years, $2.2 million per year. The contract set to increase by $100,000 each year. So, Lamont Paris, officially your Gamecocks head basketball coach. And Paris went from making $300,000 a year at Chattanooga to $2.2 million. Whew. Damn, what a time. Yeah, I'll tell you guys this, by the way. I'm good. I'm probably good for a Coach Ford rant once every 2 or 3 months or so. No, that was not planned. And hey, it's all love to Coach Ford. And again, I'm very critical. I'm the farthest thing from a sunshine pumper. I just, at some point, man, I'm just like, God, like, listen, I know baseball's not going well. I know the Lamont Paris hiring was, the process to get there was less than stellar for sure. But I mean, damn, I keep the same energy. I keep the energy consistent, whether it is positive, negative, indifferent, trying to inject perspective, trying to be, critical or tough, what have you. I mean, I don't know. Coach Ford, appreciate you, man. The gift that keeps on giving. Yeah. So, yeah. Coach Ford will I'm going to steal John Rothstein's slogan about Rico Bosco, because I think it applies to Coach Ford. Coach Ford, like gum on your shoe. That's Coach Ford, like gum on your shoe. Coach Ford is like gum on your shoe, truly. Yeah, well, Coach Ford, at least you can admit it's great content, my guy. Thank you. This is not a hobby, confirmed. Let's see. Panic Ritter. Oh my God. Panic Ritter says, I've just opened up a whole different can of worms. Panic Ritter says, if Coach Ford needs to get laid, then I want to get laid too. Okay. All right. Let's move on to something else. Austin Greer, how we living? I'm living well, my guy. I get to go watch baseball tonight. So looking forward to it. Obviously it's a challenge. It's Vandy's a really good team, and they certainly might sweep. I got Vanderbilt winning 2 of 3. I want to believe this team comes home and fights and finds a way to at least scratch out one game. We'll see what happens, but I am excited actually to see Vandy. I mean, I'm a fan of college baseball, so I'm excited to see what Vandy looks like on the field.
To accept, press.
Rebecca, what's going on? How are you?
That's funny that you're giving this guy hell.
It's all love. You know what I mean? At some point, though, you just keep on bitching and moaning and just going on and on and on and on and on. I'm gonna jab back to you a little bit, but again, the beauty's in the banter, so we love it. Nobody's safe from it. So that's the risk you take, I guess, when you tune into the Daily Crow. Is we'll have the banter back and forth. We'll have the banter back and forth for sure. So, but it's all love, man. I appreciate everybody that comments, and I guess a little bit of it is, listen, I'm frustrated too. You think, I respect all the alumni out there. I respect all the Gamecock fans. I live it on a daily basis. Win, lose, I live it. We get swept at Tennessee, I got to go home and talk about it. We get swept against Vandy, I go home and talk about it and relive it. And then I live it all week. So, I'm able to, in my personal life, separate and detach my happiness from how South Carolina performs on the field of play. But this is what we do. You know what I mean? So, listen, I'm just as frustrated, if not more, than each and every single one of you is with what's going on. Anyways, go ahead, Rebecca.
I understand. But you said something about he needed to get laid. I think I get laid more than him, to be honest. And say so.
Oh, man. What a day. What a day.
Well, I don't know him really well, but the way you said he needed to get laid, I say I get more laid than him.
Yeah, I don't doubt it.
You know? They got everybody rolling in here. It's funny.
Yeah. So I'm assuming Coach Ford, though, can kiss your ass, correct?
I reckon if he wants to be an asshole.
Fair enough. Sorry, Coach Ford, you've been added to the list.
I don't know him, but I'd say, the way that y'all are talking about him, he it seems like he ain't got no life.
Well, I'll say this. Listen, Coach Ford, just like any other passionate Gamecock fan, he comments, he whatever. I don't want to go in too hard on. My only thing with Coach Ford is I said, hey, Coach Ford, it seems like every comment you leave is negative. I mean, just is there anything positive about being a Gamecock fan? Like literally anything, just like one thing. Is there even one thing? But I don't want to go too far. I'm sure Coach Ford has a very fruitful life and very fulfilled life and all that, but yeah, when you enter the Lions Den, you are at risk for sure. So
right.
yeah, Coach Ford is built for these comments and this banter. I think Coach Ford. What I like about Coach Ford is he embraces the hell out of it. So you know what? I respect the heck out of that. I do the same. Listen, people talk shit about me on a daily basis. It's all love. It's all fun. Just laugh it off and keep it moving. So.
Right. Oh, I need to say something.
Yeah, go ahead.
To Philip Harris, and I wanted to apologize to him from the other day about I called him a son of a bitch, and I didn't mean to do that because I was upset. So.
Well, we appreciate that. We appreciate that. We appreciate that, Rebecca.
And I'm sorry that I did that. I hope he can forgive me for it.
Hey, listen. I think we can all let bygones be bygones, and everybody's a friend here. Everybody's a friend here. So.
But I wanted to get that out of my chest.
I love that.
You know what I'm saying. Did you have fun at Tin Roof last night?
I did. It was a good time. Yeah, it was a good time. We had a blast for sure. So I'm, it's always fun out there. It's always fun out there, and I appreciate the fine folks that come out and support. And yeah, it's always a very, very good time. I
can't believe that Chattanooga guy from Chattanooga, Tennessee, is going to be the new basketball coach.
Yeah, his contract's approved and everything. So
I was like, finally from somebody from Tennessee get their head straight to be a South Carolina fan. You know?
I'm excited to see what Lamont Paris will do. Listen, it's we don't know. I know it was kind of crazy getting to that point, but it's a new era. It's a new era. So let's embrace it and just see what happens.
Right. But I just wanted to say something so that.
Rebecca, it's always a pleasure to chat with you again on a day like today and throughout this week where things are kind of topsy-turvy. Appreciate you providing us with some yucks and some laughs and some good conversation. We could all use that right about now. So.
Right. But I like that one dude that said that they had a list that I could read all the list off on I think it was Facebook or somebody. I can't remember for sure. And said that there was somebody putting on there that can kiss my ass and have a big old you know, had a big old a picture of all the list of everybody, and somebody said it would be that would be me reading off everybody off of the list.
Mhm.
It was funny.
I love it.
No, I'm saying that is me. I mean, I could start naming names if I wanted to. Right?
Mm-hmm.
But I was just over here enjoying you going off on that Coach Ford dude, and I was like, and Chris is giving him hell.
And I'll always be here to give Coach Ford hell because somebody's got to.
Because I'm over here laughing my ass off. You know?
Yeah, they just trying to. I'd rather laugh instead of cry, so that's kind of the point we're at with Gamecocks
Right.
athletics. So
I don't know him personally, but the way you talk, he must need to get laid.
yeah, we'll work. We'll work on that. We'll work on that.
Might want to hook him up with somebody to get laid.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying, Rebecca.
I get laid more than him, probably. Hate to put it that way.
I guess we'll never know. I guess we'll never know.
But anyway, I'm going to get off here. I thought I'd call in.
Yeah, for sure, Rebecca. Always a pleasure to chat with you. I appreciate it.
All
right.
And go Gamecocks, everybody.
Yeah, go Gamecocks. Appreciate you, Rebecca. Really good stuff. 843-790-3377. I see Coach Ford did comment earlier and said everything's good until this weekend. Well, I don't know what that means. I mean, if we get swept, then it'll suck, Coach Ford. I mean, I'm a Gamecock, so it'll suck. But, you know, I'm at least, man, excited to get to the yard, watch County baseball. I mean, we're fortunate we get to go. I tell you this, after going to Tennessee last week and seeing their ballpark, we should be thankful we get to watch baseball in such a fantastic venue like Founders. Jump to the phone lines. Skyler, what's up, man? How are you?
What's up, buddy?
What's going on?
What'd you really do up in Tennessee?
I went to freaking all 3 games and watched us get our butts kicked. Why?
I was just being funny about what Rebecca just said.
Yeah. Nah, we watched. Yeah, we had a good time up there for sure.
Oh, man. How's it going today?
It's going well, man. Just, on the Daily Crow. Excited for baseball tonight. Lamont Paris is going to be announced as the basketball coach at 5 p.m. today. So, a lot going on a Thursday.
Oh, yeah. It's a good day to get it back going right for the Arcot.
That would be nice, wouldn't it? That would be nice.
Yeah.
That would be nice, my friend. It really would. So,
You think it's going to happen?
well, I've picked Vandy to win 2 or 3. So not necessarily. I picked you to. I would probably say if I had to guess. I mean, again, I've got Vandy winning 2 of 3. I think Saturday is probably your best shot. I think Becker against TBA. That's why I made him my key player. And again, I hate looking at a game and saying, God, or a series saying let's just salvage a game. But I guess that's just sort of where you are. So I guess that's just sort of where you are.
Yeah, you have to give them the benefit of the doubt every weekend and at least expect one win, especially when you have Will Sanders in there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, for sure.
But can the offense come out and do a job? And that's what it's really coming down to. Becker and Will, no disrespect to Noah, but Noah does a great job too. but especially with Will Baker, the offense needs to back them two up to give them two pitchers a shot.
Right.
And can they do it? Yeah. I think the offense can get hot for a couple games.
I mean, it's baseball, right? Anybody can get hot, but to me, I don't know, Skyline. To me, I think this is, you can say, oh, we don't have the hitters or we don't have the talent. I think while this might not be like an Omaha caliber talent team, I think this is far more a mental thing. I think it's far because you just don't have. If you didn't have talent, you wouldn't have guys balling at the Cape Cod. You wouldn't have guys. I mean, Braylon Wimmer, for example, dude was a Cape Cod all-star. Like, you wouldn't have those type of players. You see what I'm saying? Kevin Madden hit 313 in Blacksburg last year. Brant Belk was a 275 hitter for Mizzou. Like I'm not saying you have Omaha talent, but to me, it's far more of a mental thing. I think it's far more of a mental thing swinging it. That's just my opinion. And,
So. Off at the top, buddy.
Oh yeah, no, trust me. I'm everybody should be held accountable. I get that. So.
Well, based off, the offense, I think all three pitchers give you a chance to win. All three do.
Yeah.
But at the same time, with the offense, give you a chance to win 2 out of 3. It's hard to say, but going off of it, I say absolutely not. That we get swept again.
Mm-hmm.
But that's just what's going on because of the offense.
Yeah.
All right.
That's fair.
There was the first comment. Listen to Rebecca. But I'll leave it off here. Don't forget press conference at 5.
Oh yeah.
At 8.
No, we'll be. Trust me, my guy. I'm not going to forget. I will not forget. We will be tuned in. I'll be locked in for sure. So.
You should do a watch along.
Yeah, I mean, I might. I don't know. We'll have to kind of see. I mean, I do need to cook dinner at some point, my guy. So, no, we'll see. We might do it. I'm gonna.
Oh, you can get $3 hamburgers they sell at the ballpark.
Okay, so yeah, they've got it scheduled on YouTube. His presser will air live at 5:00. So, yeah, if nothing else, we'll be tuned in. I don't know that I'll do a watch along. I'll probably just be live tweeting it and live posting his comments and all that.
Well, give me a score prediction for today. How you like today?
I'll go 7-1 Vanderbilt.
Oh.
I mean, there's just nothing. There's just nothing that tells me any different, man.
9-3 Vanderbilt. Tomorrow, 4-1 Vanderbilt. Sunday, I'm gonna say 6-2 Vanderbilt.
Fair enough. Yeah, fair enough.
All right. Well, I will definitely talk to you Monday. Call back to you Monday after the series.
Yeah, man, for sure. Let's do it. You going into games this weekend or no?
Saturday.
Saturday. Okay. Got you. All right. Well, yeah, we'll link up on Saturday then, my guy. I appreciate you calling in. We'll talk soon.
Maybe we'll go to D's Wings.
Maybe we can go to D's Wings. Absolutely.
All right.
So, all right, man. Later. Great stuff. 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377. Brian Dean says, I'm tailgating at the spring game. Come by the grill, Chris, and get you a true T-bone with a special blend. Brian, just let me know when and where, my guy. Just let me know where. Dalton Hines says, one thing I'm kind of excited about with Paris is the way he's going to build out the roster. Seems that Wisconsin did a very good job at doing more with less. I hope his strategy works out. I'm excited to hear from Paris at 5:00 because, again, we've just heard all this speculation, and we don't know a ton about him. So I'm excited to hear what he's got to say. I really am. Hold on, what now? Let's see. Tommy Wallace says losing and leadership frustrations seem to have the fan base turning on each other. Don't let it happen. We can disagree. but we need to stick together so we can climb back up to the top of the mountain. Listen, I'm behind the guys 110%. I'm behind the guys 110%. I'm not giving up on Carolina baseball. I'm not giving up on the players on the field. Like I'm just frustrated, man. I love Carolina baseball and I want to see a change. Bottom line. I mean, I went ham on Wednesday on the podcast, and again, I apologized already. I apologized already for the amount of 4-letter words I used in that show, but what you heard, that was pure passion, pure frustration, and that was just me. That was me. So, I mean, that's it. So, we all just want to see Carolina baseball be great. We all want to see Carolina baseball be great. So, let's see. Yeah, Justin, I'm not shocked at Stevie transferring. I'm not shocked at that at all. Not shocked at that at all, my guy. Not shocked. Yeah, Skyland, to your point, man, I just didn't feel that saying, oh, well, it's a midweek and it happens. And I get it because it does. You see, I mean, listen, LSU last night lost to La Tech, who, I mean, is a really good team, but like midweek losses will happen. But coming off a series sweep and to look as pitiful as you did, you know what I mean? Coming off getting your ass whooped all weekend, to look as bad as you did, I couldn't pretend like it was all good. I couldn't pretend like it was just all cool and everything. Like Dalton Hines says, Stevenson leaving is probably just to start with one thing that Paris has proven in his time at Chat. He knows how to use a transfer portal. Yeah, I mean, listen, guys, the portal's a real deal. So we got to use it to our advantage as well. Yeah. Austin Greer says, I'm going to watch March Madness over Gamecocks basketball tonight. Not being able to hit a baseball makes it really hard to watch. Call me a fair weather fan, but watching bad baseball is very hard. Well, Austin, the game's on ESPN too also. So, I mean, it's on the big channel. So if you want to flip back and forth, you can. It is possible. But, hey, to each their own, man. I get it. To each their own. Anyways, guys, I want to continue to hear from you. 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377. Hey, let's go ahead and jump into a quick break so I can get this post about Lamont Paris out on social media. But after that, again, I wanted to continue from you, more of your questions, comments, calls, and more. On the other side, you're tuned into the Daily Crow. All right, guys, we're back. Taking your questions, comments, calls. 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377. I want to continue to hear from you. Somebody asked in the chat over the break. Somebody asked in the chat, what do I want to hear from Paris at 5 o'clock? I'm really just excited to hear his thoughts on the program, expectations, his plan for South Carolina, the type of style he wants to bring to Carolina basketball. I'm excited to hear all that. Ray Tanner's statement on Lamont Paris is, quote, Lamont Paris is the right choice to lead our men's basketball program. When we began this search, I said we wanted to hire someone with a winning coaching history who has the energy, passion, commitment to excellence in all areas of the student-athlete experience. Coach Paris checks all of those boxes. Also says Lamont's success on the court speaks for itself. He has recruited and developed talent at the highest level, helping Wisconsin reach the Final Four on 2 occasions, and has taken his experience under some of the nation's top coaches to build his own winning program at Chattanooga. Off the court, he's a first-class person who will embrace our community and the Gamecock family. We believe he's one of the bright young coaches in the profession, and we are thrilled to have him lead our men's basketball program. So, that is Ray Tanner on the hiring of Lamont Paris. So, we'll see if it works out. I'm excited. I mean, listen, it's new blood, man. It's new blood, new opportunities, a new style. You know, again, we kind of knew what Frank Martin was giving us. So you had to pull the trigger at some point and take a chance. You did. So I'm excited for it. I'm excited for it. So Aaron Hodges, what is your expectation? When should we expect him to be in the big dance? I don't have a set number of years. I mean, I'd like to see, though, by year 3, getting close. I mean, at minimum. By year 3. I mean, you can get good quickly in basketball. You get the right players, you can get good pretty quickly. JB, who is saying Parrish? I'm not saying that. I'm saying Lamont Paris. Yeah. Nobody's saying Parrish. Nobody is saying Parrish. Literally no one. I don't know who is saying Parrish. Yeah, Travis Lanier also. I'm not. Nobody's saying Parrish. We know it's Lamont Paris. I don't know if you're like mishearing me or what it is. Oh, maybe you're responding to the commenters. Okay, I see somebody comment Paris. Yeah, it's Paris, like France. Paris, France. Yes. Yes, it is Paris. Paris. No H. Let's see. Again, March Madness is tonight. Any games y'all are looking for? Or looking forward to, I should say. Let's see who plays. Gonzaga, Arkansas at 7. Michigan, Villanova at 7:29. You got Texas Tech, Duke at 9:39. And then Houston, Arizona at 9:59. So some really good games tonight. Really good games. Got games all tomorrow night. Got South Carolina, North Carolina women's basketball tomorrow night. You know what's crazy, y'all? There's some my buddy John Rice, I believe, is tuned in, and he's just one of many. But we all have those friends that are just going to weddings every month, right? Like every other weekend. Every other weekend they're at a wedding. And so my best friend texted me a little bit earlier saying he's going to a wedding this weekend, which made me think I haven't been to a wedding in 5 years, literally. Truly, I haven't been to a wedding in 5 years. My sister's getting married in October. But I mean, dude, I don't know, man. I guess my 2 best friends they're already married. So, and when you're single, you don't have a girlfriend to drag you to these things. So I don't know, man. I don't know what the deal is. Maybe I'm missing out on wedding season, but I haven't been to a wedding in God knows how long, dude. I think the last wedding I was actually in it. So Yeah, John just texted me. 11 weddings in a year, bro. How do you go to 11 weddings in a year? How is that even a thing? 11. How do you know that many people? I guess I'm not that popular. I don't know. Golly, 11. John went to more weddings in a month than I've been to in my life. But I'm looking forward to my sister's wedding. It'll be a good time. It'll be a really good time. Believe it or not, funny story here. Again, we're just kind of switching things up here. Funny story. So again, my sister's wedding is in October. I'm actually going on the bachelor party for my future brother-in-law. And the bachelor party is actually next month, end of April, beginning of May, that like weekend or whatever. And believe it or not, guess where we're going? Universal Studios. I mean, like the most random spot for but I'm actually very excited. I'm very excited. I love that stuff. I'm excited. It'll be a nice change of pace. It'll be warm down in Florida too. So, Luke RJ, you're gonna wear some TSUS merch to the wedding. No, my guy, I will be in the tux because I'm actually in my sister's wedding, I believe, obviously. So, which I'm excited. I'm excited to be in my sister's wedding. I will say this: if I had to pick one, going to a wedding versus being in a wedding, I'd much rather just go. Dude, being in a wedding, there's so much like bullshit that comes with it of like the scheduling and you got to be here, you got to be there, you got to rent a tux, you got to do this, you got to do that. When you just show up to it, you just show up. Enjoy an open bar, you enjoy, all that stuff. You're not on some tight schedule. You know what I mean? Well, whatever. Listen, I'm happy to be in it. I don't want my sister to think I'm not. I'm happy to be in it. There are some cool things about being in the wedding too, but James Kendall said, "Good luck on the bridesmaid." Oh man. Jesus Christ. Anyways, by the way, I didn't even mention this to you guys. Again, this is this is way off. Yeah, so Daddy O, that's what I'm getting to. He says, please tell me it's an away game in October. Yeah, so it's in October. My sister and her fiance are getting married the Saturday of the South Carolina-Kentucky game. So it is a road game. Thank God. And if it was going to be any road game, like at Kentucky is the most doable. You know what I mean? Like it's like, I'm not dying to get to Lexington. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, well, whatever. If it was at Florida, I'd be like, God, it sucks. At Kentucky, it's like, whatever. You know what I mean? I'm just praying to God the wedding and the kickoff don't, like, overlap. Because it's like, hey, you know what I mean? Like, I know I'm in your wedding and we got a wedding to do, but this is also my job. So, like, we need to watch the game. You know what I mean? I don't understand people that schedule weddings during football season. I don't get why. Think about it. To those who schedule weddings during football season, here is my question I pose to you. Why would you want your wedding? Why would you want your marriage to be the second most important thing happening on that day? To the folks, at least, that show up to the wedding. Like, why would you want to do that? Sometimes I feel like weddings are like a contest to see who can inconvenience their friend group the most with the times and the locations and the time of year. Like if you schedule your wedding during football season, you are a slapdick. Straight up, you're a slapdick. If you schedule a wedding during football season, you're a slapdick. And I would tell that to people that I am close to. I apologize to my sister for even saying that. I didn't even think about that when I said it. But you know what? No one is immune. No one is exempt. I just don't get it. I don't get it. I can't relate. I can't relate. My sister's going to be pissed. My sister's definitely going to be pissed. See, like if it wasn't my sister, I'll be honest, if it wasn't my sister and somebody just invited me to a wedding or a football season, I just wouldn't go. You know, like people are like, well, I don't like, it's not even a thought. I'm not going. I'm just not going, you know? I just don't get it. Why would you want your wedding to be the second most important thing happening? I mean, I've heard stories of like people having their wedding on like the day of the South kind of Georgia game. And I'm like, bro, nope, I wouldn't go. Sorry about it. Hey, statistics tell us that this is probably going to happen again. So, you know. Aaron Thompson says probably why you're single. Aaron, I can tell you this, my friend, without going too far into my personal life. I am single by choice, my guy. Not. I'm not forced. I'm single by choice. Trust me, my guy. I will leave it at that. Colton Carnell says if I have an open bar, you're definitely getting an invite, dude. I should start. Let's do that. Want TSUS to make an appearance at your wedding? Shoot us an email. It can be negotiated. Travis says TDC today will go down in infamy. See, it's the TDCs where it's like just random banter. That's the fun ones. Yeah, JB, you're right. Early summer can be an issue. But I'd much rather you schedule a wedding in the spring during a baseball game when we play 56 of them. You know what I mean? Would it suck to miss a baseball game? I mean, sure, but there's only 12. There's only 7 home football games. You know? Say no to fall weddings, my guy. Just say no to fall weddings. Just have a feel. Say no to fall weddings. That's it. It's that simple. Say no to fall weddings. Stop trying to inconvenience your friends. Stop it. Maybe this is why I don't get invited. Connor Lee says the wedding rant's up there with the dog rant from a while ago. If your dog's, dude, yeah, if you have a bad dog, I love dogs, but I'm not a fan of bad dogs. Not a fan of a bad dog. Train your dog, man. Nobody wants to deal with your shithead dog. Train the dog. Get your dog trained. Anyways, taking your questions, comments, calls, 843-790-3377. Robbie Davis texts in. What's up, Chris? It's Robbie Davis. I completely agree with you. People that schedule weddings that are in football season, they're slapdicks. LOL. Your sister's going to be mad at you. Robbie Davis also updating us. I think the Cats are back. I heard some noises last night. Breaking news from the Davis establishment. The Cats are back at Casa de Davis. The Cats are back. John Rice, thoughts on fish? I think it's delicious. I think fish are very, very delicious. Yeah. Coach Ford says the fact that you have spent 10 minutes discussing weddings makes my argument about USC athletics. Coach Ford, I don't even remember what your argument was. Dude, the beauty's in the banter, Coach Ford. You never know what you're going to get with the Daily Crow. And instead of bitching at you or bitching about firing this guy or bitching about firing that guy, I just like to have fun, man. Have some lighthearted combo. That's what we're all here for, just to be entertained and enjoy ourselves. And sometimes it's nice not to be a miserable son of a bitch. Wouldn't you agree? John Rice, fish as pets. If you have a fish as a pet, I'm not. I'm not. It is what it is. You're fine. That doesn't bother me. I'm not necessarily one to have a fish as a pet, but no, whatever. I mean, I'm not like judging you or anything. I mean, I don't have a fish, but if you want a fish, then get a fish. I don't know. I think fish are delicious. I do love seafood. For sure. Let's see. Again, guys, Lamont Paris, 5 years, $12 million, comes out to $2.2 million. He will get a $100,000 raise each year. By the way, of course, South Carolina taking on Vandy this weekend. Dominic Keegan for the Doors enters this weekend second in the conference. In average, he's hitting .437 on the year. For Vandy, Carter Holton, one of their pitchers, I believe, I think he's starting tonight, leads the conference with 45 strikeouts. He's also got an OBA of 111. Pretty impressive. Pretty damn impressive. So it's going to be a challenging weekend, no doubt. I mean, Vandy's good. Vandy's good. John Rice, breaking TSUS, endorses fish as pets. I mean, I don't necessarily endorse it to the sense of like I would encourage you to go get a fish as a pet, but like I'm not going to judge you as a human being. That's your life choice. Whatever. If having a fish as a pet makes you happy, if it tickles your fancy, then I guess who am I to shoot down the idea, right? Who am I to do that? I don't know. Derek Geddes, thoughts of ticket prices going up. Are you talking for football or which sport? Which sport are they going up for? Which sport are they going up for, Derek? Are you talking football? John Kruger says fish as pets are the worst. You can't play with them and snuggle with them. That is a fact. I think it'd be hard to snuggle a fish, for sure. I think it would be hard to snuggle a fish. There's no doubt. Derek, again, talking about ticket prices. I mean, anytime ticket prices go up, it sucks. You know what I mean? It sucks. So. Oh, basketball's going up. Yeah, I mean, ticket prices going up. I'm not a fan. Not a fan of ticket prices going up for anything, really. So I think, if anything, ticket price for basketball should go down. Let's do whatever we can to get more people in the arena. If that means, charging less for tickets, then so be it. Let's see. The women are going up. Well, I mean, you're number one in the country, win every game, probably going to win a national title. That's kind of bound to happen, I think. I think that's probably bound to happen. Again, guys, when you tune in the Daily Crow, you just truly never know what you're going to get. If you want to talk Gamecocks, you guys are welcome to to comment or call in or whatever you like, but you never know. You never know what might happen. By the way, some exciting news, guys. Yours truly going to be interviewed by the USC women's rugby team. We'll be out there at the rugby match on Saturday before the baseball game. So, yep, I will be out there. I'll be out there hanging out with rugby. Their kickoff time's at 11:30, so we'll be out there in the morning. I don't know exactly what they want to do, whether it's video or what have you, but excited to get out there and support women's rugby. So, Travis World, Chris, do you think we should have left Cade in the other night? That's a great question, because here's the thing. Cade was dealing. At the same time, I mean, Braswell has been your closer. You know what I mean? So, like, he's been your closer. He's been your guy. He's been unhittable, So I understand the move to put Brazzy in there. It just didn't work. It just didn't. You're always going to question it when it doesn't work. But, I mean, he's been your dude, man. Like, what else are you going to do? He's been your guy. Courtney Washington says we could possibly lose this weekend. No, we won't. Come on, man. Dude, I'm sorry, but the last thing I'm worried about is Dawn Staley's team losing a game. Bro, can you okay. Let's have the combo. Can you imagine? Can you even imagine Carolina, this women's basketball team, losing in the Sweet 16? Come on, bro. That would be a massive disappointment. I mean, I'm not trying to come down on Dawn, but bro, you losing the Sweet 16 with this team? Nah, bro, that's you just no. Nah, we can't deal with that. Can't deal with that. Brack says, I really want to meet Robbie Davis. That guy's great. I really hope Paris does well. He's the coach, and let's support him. I understand people are reluctant to get too excited because of Tanner's hiring and the mess that always surrounds the hiring process with him. That being said, I'm stoked for change, and he's going to want to prove himself. And also, Brack says that Dog's the best. Brack's got some cute pups for sure, man. Love to see that. Love to see that. Appreciate that you sending that over, Brack. Yeah, Robbie Davis is a legend. Colton Carnell says TSUS Tux, though. Would be dope. I don't know. I'll probably just try to lay low and just be part of the wedding party. And, you know, the question is this. The question is, will I have the mullet still at that point? That's the question. Am I going to be full on rocking a mullet at the wedding? You know what I mean? Is that really what's going to happen? So might be, folks. It truly might be. It truly, truly might be. Anyways, guys, would love to hear from you. 843-790-3377. Again, guys, 5 o'clock, Lamont Paris will speak to the media. Again, we've got a really special podcast dropping tomorrow as well. I'm actually going to be conversating with one of my good buddies, a Vanderbilt podcast. So there's a surprise for you. We're going to be talking Vandy, talking the baseball series, just kind of shooting the shit with him, whatever. It's going to be a really fun conversation, really good time. Of course, podcast dropped this morning, episode 625, full breakdown of this weekend series. Everything you need to know is South Carolina takes on Vanderbilt. Everything you need to know. So going to be a really good time. Be sure to check that out. Also, my brief thoughts on Lamont Paris. And again, I'll have more thoughts on him tomorrow after the presser and all that good stuff. But yeah, so be sure to check out the podcast. Derek Geddes says, Rebecca, you are a legend. Rebecca is a legend, truly. I don't know if you heard the call earlier, Derek, but my God, what a legendary call it was. What a legendary call it was. Luke RJ says, will Lamont Paris win the press conference? We'll see. I mean, we shall see. I'm excited to hear him. I'm just excited to hear his thoughts on the program and plans and expectations and what type of style he's going to bring. You know, just learn about the guy. I mean, let's call it for what it is. We don't know a ton about him, right? Like we don't know a lot about this guy. So to hear from him, get our first look at him, if you will, in the garnet and black, and we'll just kind of go from there. So we'll go from there. Like I said, guys, check out the podcast that dropped this morning. No tailgate tomorrow, guys. It just never really came together, and with the recent results, I just didn't really think it was time to do so. Watch party Sunday, though, after we beat North Carolina's ass tomorrow. Watch party Sunday at Carolina Ale House in Harbison in Columbia for the Elite 8 matchups. They're going to be excited. Stay tuned for that. Going to be a lot of fun in regards to tip-off times and all that good stuff. Outside of that, yeah, we're rocking and rolling, man. Content bleeding out the eyeballs. We'll take one final break, guys, and then get into your commentary. More of your questions, comments, calls, and more on the other side of the break. You're tuned in to the Daily Crow. All right, guys, we're back. Final 15 minutes or so here on the Daily Crow, taking your questions, comments, calls, 843-790-3377. That is 843-790-3377. Guys, again, I want to continue to hear from you. Gamecocks basketball posting a video. Let's see. Okay, I don't think, somebody made like a fake Lamont Paris account. Oh, it's a parody account. Let's see. Phil with a very honest take says, one NCAA appearance ever, no connection to the South other than coaching at a school no one's ever heard of, no name recognition, no Power 5 head coaching experience, hoping for the best, but damn. Phil Harris said, what an uphill battle. Good for Frank. Yes, softball's got, the 4th or 5th ranked Alabama Crimson Tide. So a big weekend on the diamond for both baseball and basketball, baseball and softball. Again, Lamont Paris press conference at 5 o'clock. We will be out at Founders Park tonight for the beginning of the series against Vandy. 8 o'clock first pitch, a late one at Founders. So really late one at Founders. So should be a lot of fun. Either way, again, appreciate you guys tuning in. Very exciting stuff. Very exciting times. A lot to get into. Let's see. Some big series this weekend. Texas Tech. Georgia Tech, NC State. You got Coastal at Texas State. Our series, LSU, Florida. Tennessee, Ole Miss is a huge one. So there's some good baseball on this weekend for sure. Some really, really good baseball on this weekend. Yeah, Derek Geddes, the Rebecca call was legendary indeed. I will be clipping that one for sure. For sure. So, yeah, I mean, listen, when it comes to Lamont Paris, you got to give the guy a chance. You got to give the guy a chance. No doubt, you got to give the guy a chance. So, new era. Let's see. I don't think anything is official with Frank Martin. Nope, I don't think anything's official. Apparently, yesterday was his birthday, by the way. So, interesting. Very interesting. Phil and John got the cap button stuck, I think. The caps button. Let's see. Brennan M says in the TDC Questions channel, the Big Cock Club Discord, I love that people are already out on him and not even give him a chance, dear Lord. Yeah, I'm just, I'm not a guilty till proven innocent guy. I'm an innocent until proven guilty guy. I believe in, hey, listen, I know he's an unproven dude. Let's give him a chance. You never know. It could work out. Maybe he is one of the bright up-and-coming young stars. I mean, again, here's the real problem. If we had an AD that people trusted and that had a great track record and history here, our fans would go, oh, man, we found a diamond in the rough. We found an up-and-coming star, a great young coach. But because of Ray Tanner's track record and history as an AD, nobody trusts his decision-making. I'm not telling you that you're wrong for that, but that's the reality right now. So, let's see. Again, taking your questions, comments, calls, guys. 843-790-3377. Joe Anderson, Lamont had a nasty center at Chattanooga, Kansas transfer. It would be nice if he follows him. Yeah, maybe he's able to bring a couple guys to South Carolina. Who knows? Maybe he is able to bring a couple guys to South Carolina. Again, guys, Lamont Paris speaking to the media today at 5 o'clock. We'll have full coverage of that on social media and all that good stuff. We'll be tuned in. It's on YouTube, so really looking forward to hearing what he has to say. Baseball tonight at 8 o'clock. We got a great conversation, great interview scheduled today at 4 o'clock. A lot of stuff going on. So very busy Thursday. Very busy weekend. It's just been busy, period, man. I told somebody else, I'm like, I'll just stop telling people I'm busy because that's, it's a beautiful thing. Being busy is a blessing for sure. Derek Geddes says Ray Tanner may have better luck selling T-shirts in Myrtle Beach than being the USC AD. You might be right, my friend. You might be right. Brack says, where did Darren Horn coach before Carolina? Western Kentucky. So, yeah, Courtney Washington, listen, I'm happy with it. I wanted Frank gone. I think it was the right decision. I don't give a damn who you hired. I think it was the right decision. Hey, at least if nothing else, Courtney, we're rolling the dice. We're taking a chance. I know what Frank was giving me, and I was sick of seeing the shit. So I'm very happy to roll the dice, take a risk. Hey, if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. We got nothing to lose. We got nothing to lose, Courtney. So I'm excited for it. I'm very excited for it. Connor Lee, RIP, calculus in 50 minutes. We're praying for you, my guy. I never liked calculus. Never was a big fan. Let's see. Yep, full speed ahead. Again, I'm not even. Again, I think most folks weren't that upset with Lamont Paris being hired. It's just the process to get there. Saturday Down South posting a graphic. SEC teams with the most top losses this century. Most losses against top 10 teams since 2000. South kind of sits right in the middle, basically. 37 losses to top 10 teams. Tennessee leads with 49. Of course, Alabama and Georgia with the least. Bama with 22. Georgia with 24. So, Jay, over under 1.5 runs tonight. God, that's a great question, bro. It's so sad that that's even like a conversation. I'll go over. I'll go over. That it's so bad that you even have to think about that. Yeah, I'll go over with you. Joe Anders, we've definitely got a lot to lose. It could be way worse. Not really, Joe. What's the worst that happen when you miss the postseason? What's the worst that could happen? Nobody cares about men's basketball. What's the worst that could happen? Fans come on social media and bitch and complain about basketball. What's the worst? I mean, really, truly. Let me ask you this. What was the difference in South Carolina's season and Georgia's season this past year? We won more games than them, sure, but what was the difference? We both ended up in the same spot. I mean, what was the difference? What was the difference? I don't really think it could be worse. I mean, basketball is already the fourth most popular sport on campus behind women's basketball. So what's the worst that could happen? Joe, I understand South going to beat Georgia. I'm asking you though, what was the difference in their seasons? Both ended up in the same spot. Didn't make the tournament. I mean, it's bottom line. I mean, I'm sorry, but at some point, man, when you're Frank Martin, top 25 in the country, paid coach, after a decade, I mean, I know he can be all pissy and upset, and that's fine. And fans can be pissy and upset that he's not back. Bro, at some point, shit or get off the pot. That's it. So we'll roll the dice. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, 5 years from now, we'll be right back here doing this again. Whatever. It didn't like so we got some proud tradition to uphold. Why not take a risk? Could be the greatest thing that ever happened. It could be the greatest thing that ever happened. And it might not. That's the risk you take. Yes, Joe, I enjoy losing. That's why I do this. Yeah, you got me. You got me. You got me. Rebecca wants some Kiss My Ass t-shirts. Like I said, Rebecca, I got a zillion things going on, but I'll try to get to work on that. So, yeah, no shit, Joe. 909 is better than 2-6. Listen, I understand, by the way, people like Joe and others. I mean, there's just going to be folks that are going to say to hell with Lamont Paris until he wins. Like, they're going to continue to say firing Frank was a mistake. And I get it. I get it. Hey, you're so attached to the coach and you're so attached to what he did. I get it, man. And that's fine. That's fine. But again, 10 years, man, that's not a small sample size. And I like Frank. I like what he did. I like, there's no ill will to Frank. It just, at some point, it ran its course. It ran its course. And, Frank Martin was very Muschampish at the end of his tenure, just citing all he had done. And again, I feel for Frank. As I've said many times, I feel for him. I felt for him because a lot of the things he said were true. But in today's day and age, man, if you don't make the tournament, I don't really give a shit. And you didn't even make the NIT, man. Like, give me a break. Give me a break. Give me a break, dude. So. I mean, at least give me an NIT, man. That's all I'm asking. Just give me an NIT, something. Give me a reason to cover basketball after the regular season's over. Go win a game in the SEC tournament, God forbid. You know what I mean? Like, how about that? So, again, roll the dice. Why not? Frank Martin had 10 years. He had 4 years after the Final Four. Didn't get it done. Didn't convert that to anything. And it wasn't all his fault, by the way. Firing Frank Martin is not the end-all, be-all solution. Like, we got to actually invest in men's basketball and make it more of a priority, man. I mean, again, I feel for Frank in the sense of the Final Four banner thing where it's like nobody,
Call from
Rebecca.
twice in a day. How about that? Rebecca, what's going on?
I was going to say, I'd say everybody would like to have some T-shirts with Rebecca saying "kiss my ass."
I got you. I will work on that.
I would think everybody would love that. Rebecca says, "Kiss my ass."
Got you. All right, I got you. We'll work on it. I got you.
All right.
I'll make it happen.
I'd bring you up and tell you that.
Yeah, I'll make it happen.
All right.
All right.
Bye.
Good stuff, Rebecca. Joe Anderson says, I wanted to see them in the postseason more than you do. How do you know that, Joe? I mean, I don't know. It's kind of weird to try to measure whatever. Let's not act like Gamecock basketball hasn't been in a much worse spot. Frank had us on the most winningest run in 50 years, which is sad, Joe. Which is sad. Which is sad. Which is sad when you think about it. I'm not discrediting and saying like, oh, Frank Martin did a bad job, but it's just, again, Anyways, guys, just a couple minutes to go. Quick reminder. Yeah, Joe, sad, but it's a fact. Well, again, it was time to roll the dice. It was time to inject new blood. Apathy had set into the program, and I'm excited to see somebody else get a shot. So there you go. Anyways, and whether you like it or not, Joe, guess what? Lamont Paris is your coach, and you can either embrace that, accept that, embrace him, and keep it moving and move on, or you can't. Go pull for UMass. I don't give a shit. All right. Anyways, episode 625 that dropped this morning. Episode 625 that dropped this morning. Be sure to check that out. Episode 625, full breakdown of this weekend series against Vanderbilt. Everything you need to know from breakdown of the doors, South Carolina, what to watch for, key player prediction, all that good stuff. Beginning, I got Vandy taking 2 or 3. I want to believe South Carolina's able to battle and fight and salvage a game this weekend. We'll see what happens. Also, my thoughts on Lamont Paris, and obviously his contract has been approved, and he will speak to the media today at 5 o'clock. Very excited to see what Lamont Paris has to say. And again, guys, hey, if you don't like him and you're stuck on Frank, then don't watch the presser. Don't watch Carolina basketball for all I care. But you know what? The Lamont Paris' era is here. We're taking a risk. We're rolling the dice. And for one, I'll say for me, I'm happy. I'm happy about it. Excited for the Lamont Paris era to get going. Guys, we've hit 2 o'clock. Appreciate you all tuning in. Stay tuned to all the content. Again, content bleeding out of the eyeballs. I appreciate y'all so much for your love and support. And again, if you're going to be at Founders Park tonight, hope to see you out there. Go Cox. Beat Vandy. Y'all have a great rest of your day, and we will talk to you.